And we're back to episode 5 of the .gg podcast. I think it's episode 5, right? We're going to start losing track soon. Anyways, we're going to try a new format here with Koby, Jeremy, and Patrick, where we kind of speed run through the news for the last week, and then we'll have extended thoughts afterwards. So let's jump right in. Sounds good?
Yeah, sounds good. Before the camera dies.
Okay, before the camera dies. First up, we've got Sabo, black character, 6 cost, 6,000 power, Dressrosa and Revolutionary Army 2k counter. If you have 15 or more cards in your trash, give this card in your hand -3 cost, and it's a blocker.
Oh, okay, cool. So basically the Sanji 2k blocker, but in the Revolutionary Army and Dressrosa shell. So it's a 2k and super highly flexible. I love when Bandai does this because they're just making it so that 2Ks are just better and you can fill more of your blocker slots and 2K slots with these cards, so the rest of your deck can be just super open to be good. So I love it. And I love Sabo.
I mean, too, and look at that art. Like, that art is so sick.
Yo, every Sabo art.
Great Sabo art.
Every Sabo art.
All right, next up we got Gecko Moria, black character, 6 cost, 7,000 power, Thriller Bark, and 7 Warlords type. On play, if your leader has the Thriller Bark Pirates type, play up to 1 character with the cost of 4 or less from your trash rested, then give your leader up to 1 rested Dawn.
Okay, super rapid fire thoughts. All right, I love this card already. We're so back, Gecko players. Everyone knows it. Everyone in the Discord channel. Shout outs to you. You all know we're back. 6 Dawn play lets you bring back a 4-drop, which is great for Kuzan because you can bring back the Kuzan, draw another card, especially if someone KOs your Kuzan on 4 Dawn, so it's amazing for that reason. Also, the 1 attached Dawn means that on 8 Dawn, you can play this and also use leader ability. So you're doing a 6/7, a 4-drop, and a 4-drop all in one turn, which is all amazing. Gecko builds are going to be super flexible now. Also, this is only a rare, so it's not going to be hard to get either. So that's amazing. So Gecko players unite because it's going to be cheap too. So we're so back. End of story. We're so back.
Okay, wonderful. Trafalgar Law, red character, 6 cost, 7,000 power. Punk Hazard, 7 Warlords and Hard Pirates, 1k counter. Once per turn, if this character would be removed from the field by your opponent's effect, you may give this character -2,000 power during this turn instead. That's crazy. When attacking, give up to one of your opponent's characters -2k power during this turn.
I mean, why couldn't this be a 5 cost? That's my only thought. Red Green Law, this would have been the best card for Red Green Law, but no, this is still a really, really sick card, offering red some protection, some much needed protection in this meta where everything just gets removed all the time.
Absolutely true. And last one for today, we've got Koby, red character, 4 cost, 5k power, Navy and Sword type, 1k counter. On opponent's turn, if your leader is Navy type, this character gains 1k power, making it harder to remove. And when attacking, KO an opponent's character with an original power of 3k or less. Then, if you have 6 or less cards in your hand, draw 1 card. Wow.
That is a mouthful.
Yeah, that is a mouthful. My name is Koby, so I'll speak to this one. Like, this is actually super strong. It's an alternative to the 4-cost Kuzan, and of course, with the Koby leader, you can attack right away. KO a 3k body or less, like a Searcher or a Chump Blocker. Then you draw a card, and every turn on your opponent's turn, it gains 1k power, so it makes it harder to remove, and then maybe you can just keep drawing after that a couple more turns. That's wild. Okay, so those are all the new cards.
Koby approved.
I think we can go slower too. It sounds like we're speed running it.
Yeah.
We're speed running the news.
The content can be short, but our voices are like we're going so fast.
Alt art reveals for PRB. First up, we got Cross Guild.
I love this. I'm a buggy player. I love this. I love all of these types of alt arts, and also the nose is red, which is amazing.
What's your rating?
My rating is 10. Easy 10.
Patrick.
Oh, this is an easy 10. I mean, just look at that card. It's gorgeous, and it's just got so much buggy style. It oozes bugginess.
And they made the nose red, just on purpose. Like, it's separate. Like, the panel's not red.
Yeah, I hope it's shiny in person.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Lime Juice here. I think it's sick.
He's pretty cool. For a character who I know almost nothing about, he's got a lot of aura. 7 out of 10.
I'm gonna go with an 8 out of 10. I like how it's like smoke or mist is kind of like, it's almost like 3D textured around him. I think it's pretty cool. Sunglasses, the bandana, he's very stylish.
Yes, yes. I love cool uncommon cards. I don't know why. Urouge, classic one here.
I like Urouge, but I also think the SP is just so much nicer. So unfortunately, this is a 5 out of 10 for me. Compared to the style, it's just like, I like the element, like the washover, but like, nah.
I'm gonna go with the save. Yeah, I'm gonna say maybe like a 3 or a 4 out of 10. I don't think this adds anything that the SP didn't already get. It's not featuring the character in like a cool new way or anything like that. So it's gonna be a 3 from me.
Yeah, it's like a bulk alt art. All right, Gum-Gum Rain, 0 cost.
It's got hands. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 because I just like how elastic his hands look and like the way they kind of like go outside of the frame on some, but not all of them to give it depth. So I'm gonna give it 7 out of 10. It's pretty playable, so 7 out of 10.
Okay, so I have 2 ratings. My first rating as for the card itself is going to be an 8 out of 10 because I think it's sick. It's Luffy, he's punching. My second rating is it's a 1 out of 10 because it's got the bait where the alt art like comes around the edge of the card. So when you're flipping it over, opening the pack, you're gonna think it's something way better than it is, and you're gonna have like those heart palpitations. So for that reason, 1 out of 10 in terms of your heart, but 8 out of 10 in terms of the art.
Yeah. Get your heart checked regularly by your family doctor.
Okay, so a 4.5 out of 10 is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Usohachi, let's go.
I mean, we love Straw Hats. We love Usohachi. But let's be honest, this is the budget alt art if you couldn't get yourself the SP. Because everyone loves that SP. But that's cool, because other people need alt arts too. 5 out of 10.
Wow, 5? Okay, I'm going with 10 out of 10 because now I can actually alt art out some of my purple decks and not spend 1,200 Canadian dollars on just a playset of cards.
Yes, 9 out of 10 for that. 10 out of 10 for that reason. But 5 out of 10 on art.
Okay, that's my clarification. What is this, finger pistol? Oh my gosh, this is brutal.
Yo, when someone flips me the finger off life, I'll still be mad. So it doesn't matter how pretty this is. Get it out of here. 2 out of 10.
2, okay, I'm going with a 9 out of 10. This is so Lucci. I love it. I love how there's so much, like, it's an action shot. Like, you see the finger pistol coming through. I just thought Bandai was a family-friendly company. So seeing this blood everywhere, like, this is a rated PG-13 card bare minimum. And I'm here for it.
Yeah, that's true.
You like it now. When it pops up off life, you won't.
Oh, like on you, yeah.
On me.
Yeah, and then the blood is spurting in
Then
real
it's
life.
my blood.
Trafalgar Law. It's a secret one.
Okay, these new SPs from for PRB for the the new PRB. Oh my God, this is such a mouthful. The new PRB02 SPs are sick with this frame breaking thing, and I love how they kind of like found a way to mix it up where it's like not just about breaking the border or not having the border. This is like completely different where like you can see the character interacting with the frame. Like Law is literally like slicing this thing up, and it looks sick. I can't wait to see it like in real life with like all the gold accents and everything. Like 10 out of 10 easily, and it's Law, and it's like super playable. Like I love it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to say maybe like a 9.5 or close to a 10 out of 10. What I love is that this is the yellow Law, and I love how the card itself is just very, very yellow as well in this SP version. So it's very easy to, when you see it played, it's easy to associate it with the right deck and not kind of get confused. So I like the consistency. I like the matching. It's very on theme. It will match with mats and things like that as well.
Yeah. Second that to Patrick. Bandai's been doing a good job with keeping the color coordination on their alt arts so that your deck looks yellow if you have yellow alt arts. That's like really important for color coordination. But if you're like an aesthetic gamer like us.
Yo, frame breaking EB02 secret Luffy.
All right, GP specialist, go for it.
Oh, I love this. This is a 10 out of 10 for me. It's so Luffy. It's such an action shot, again, with the color coordination coming through. And I love how his punches, you can see those kind of like points of light that are like the other previous punches are there. And I just love the way there's like 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. They're kind of off-centered. It creates this really interesting framing to the card that makes it interesting to look at and to continuously look at. I love this art. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, second that, 10 to 10. This is like such great intensity. Like POV, you've messed with Luffy's crew. This is what happens. I love it.
I feel like once this drops, I lose the game because I'm just so distracted by the art.
Oh yeah, you're stunned for the next 2 turns.
Yeah, the player is done. Oh my gosh, okay, Gold Dawn. We have a Lucci one here.
Yeah, I mean, the Gold Dawns were sick before. They're still sick now, and I love how they're still making more of them and how they're trying different styles with it. Like, if PRB is coming around every year, I hope it syncs up with Christmas, because then it's just like everyone's Christmas gift. But yeah, love this Dawn. I'll say 8 out of 10 because it's gold.
Yeah, I'm going to go with a little lower. I'm going to go with maybe like a 7 out of 10. I do really like the silhouette here of Lucci, and I like the framing of it. But I feel like some of these Gold Dawns, it's not always obvious to me exactly who the character is. And so I think they've done a good job with it here, but it could stand out a bit more. And my score would also be a little higher if I could ever see a Gold Dawn in person, but that rarely happens. I just see them on stream, some like players who've gone out and actually got them. But me, myself, I've never seen one, so.
Yeah, it definitely looks way better in person, absolutely. Oh my God, Usopp. This is like the image everyone has been waiting for the leader.
Yeah, people want this for the leader image. I love this. I also like how you can see in this one, the gold is actually raised around the Dawn letters. Like, it's very subtle, but it's there. And then same with the gold letters at the top right. Like, it takes the manga panel and it just makes it so like makes it pop. So yeah, I'm gonna say this is like 9 out of 10 for me because it's just it's really iconic.
Yeah, same. Like 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. This is like the exact opposite of my problem with the last card. It's so clear who the character is. Such an iconic scene. This is exactly what I want from One Piece cards in general. I love it.
Okay, this one is going to be for Kalgara because we don't have a Nolan leader yet. This subtle silhouette is actually crazy. I'm so curious to see what it's like in person.
Yeah. I like it a decent bit. I think maybe the bell needed more texture or something to make it like, oh, it's a gold bell.
Yeah.
And I like their silhouettes, but I feel like almost they should have had more like, they should maybe made the underneath color underneath the silhouettes lighter so you could tell, more obviously tell it was there. But I like the Dawn, like the actual Dawn text itself and the colors on it. So I'll give it it's a 6 still. It's a 6 though. It's a 6. It's still good. Anything above 5, great.
Yeah, I think similar for me, like maybe a 7. I do love the differences between the Gold Dawn here and the regular Dawn, where the Gold Dawn does have that silhouette. I think that's really, really cool. And I like having subtle differences like that.
Okay, this is going to be the Carrot Dawn with the Sulong form in the back.
Ooh. I really like this one. Aesthetically and art-wise, I really like this because it plays with negative space really well. The fact that the carrot is the silhouette in the center and then the moon is in the back and then the Sulong form in that edge. I love the subtlety of it. I give this an 8.5 because I think I like the whole composition together.
Yeah, I agree. This is such a well composed Gold Dawn, and also just like Carrot gets so much love from Bandai. Like, why does Carrot get all of these just like beautiful, amazing cards, and then the leader is just kind of like, eh. But I'm sure there will be like the 1 or 2 Carrot players out there who have like their blinged out Carrot decks, and this is just going to complete their deck. They're going to have the beautiful Carrot Dawns to go alongside all the fantastic Carrot alt arts.
Yeah. We should guess what the next set of all 6 color leader starter decks are, and like the green one might be Carrot. Someone at Bandai's like, give a Carrot an entire starter deck.
Gum-Gum Jet Gatling. It's the purple 0 cost.
Ooh, damn. Yeah. I mean, yeah, what's not to love about this scene, this card, the art, and I love the texture on this is nuts. Are you seeing it? Like, there's all sorts of texturing everywhere on this card. Like, that's crazy. That's a 9 out of 10 for me because you can see this card is just like shining.
Yeah, it's going to be another 10 out of 10 for me. I love these Luffy cards. I mean, this is just such a nice boon for purple decks in general. Like, purple decks are going to be so blingy now, and I love how you can kind of see Lucci there, like just getting punched. Like they could have cut him out of the frame, but they chose to include him, so you're kind of getting those impacts going through. This is a great card.
Now that you mentioned it, I can't unsee it. Is that Lucci's face there? Because it looks kind of weird. Does that make sense? Is that his eyelash? Like the face I'm seeing that's an eyelash, a really big nose, and then a small line for his mouth. But I don't. No, it's not. It's his chin. He's getting like knocked out this way, but it looks like an eyelash, like a stick figure face.
I definitely see what you mean. And
You see it, right? I'm not crazy, right?
That can't be it.
It looks like Brother's enjoying the hit, like.
Yeah.
But no, I'm realizing he's getting hit like this. His like chin is up.
Okay, so here we got Apoo. This is the 2K counter, which I'm trying to read the Japanese here. I believe it's the on-play rest of 2 cost, right?
Yeah, because it's 1 cost 1K. I like it. I like there's these subtle petal and what appears to be almost like bubble-like elements on this. Like you get like the bubbles, I guess, from Sabari, I guess, is like what they're contextualizing it as. When you actually hold it, I guess you can see it, but the bubbles are green. Like the highlight on them is green on the hollow. If that's actually how it looks, I think it'll be really cool. So I actually give this like a 8 out of 10 because the fact that the hollow is a different color is really cool.
Yeah, I think for me, 1 out of 10. I just don't like this character. There's no art that will make me like this character.
No one will make you
I'm just gonna go with a 1 out of 10.
And it's a 1 for 1. One costs 1K. You know what?
Exactly. It just matches. I like consistency as well.
Yo, art is subjective for so many reasons. This is one of them. Mr. 3 Galdino.
I like Buggy. I don't like when max raritying it is so expensive. So I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 10 because it looks great. But now it's another card I have to max rarity if I want a max rarity Buggy, and it's already tough. And it's not that great. It is really stylish though. And I really like the splash element behind him. So it's a 7 out of 10, but I'm gonna pretend like I don't want it so people don't make it expensive. I don't want this. I don't need it. I can live
I'll
with
help
that.
you out here. Yeah, I'll go with also a 7 out of 10. We won't give it too much of a value, but no, I like how stylized it is, and I like how One Piece has all of these just like incredibly cool different characters, and I like featuring them kind of in their own way in their element, and this does that very well. And if it's any consolation, Jeremy, I can't imagine the altar price for this will be too high.
That's good. It's already tough.
Yeah. Even though it features Buggy's red nose right in the front.
Yeah.
That's true.
Just want to say, we haven't seen Mr. 3 use wax powers in so long.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's like I'm looking at how much his index finger is bending, and he's not even like wax coming out. That's just
Yeah,
his finger.
he's just a secretary of the Cross Guild now. That's like his job.
Jesus Burgess. Yeah.
Okay, 2 thoughts. I hate when this card gets played against me. Hate when it swings at me for 13,000. But for how much fear it exudes, I almost thought it would be like, it would have a more intimidating, I guess, art. I think it's still great. I still give it like a 5 out of 10. But I actually expected more like of how I feel when it's played in the game to be present on this versus just like, I'm Burgess, I'm strong. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go higher than that. I'm gonna say this is like an 8 or a 9 out of 10. One, it's just this card needed an alt art for Blackbeard player, so it's nice to have such a great alt art coming out for it. And two, again, I feel like this is kind of like the character though. This is how Burgess is. This is like his iconic scene in the arena, and so like I don't see him as this like scary, intimidating guy. I see him as he's like kind of a joke, but he's also really strong, and so that kind of gets across here. So yeah, I'm gonna go with an 8.
That's fair.
Yeah, he does have like a ditzy brute vibe to him.
I'm too traumatized by Blackbeard
yeah.
players. That's the problem. I'm like, leave me alone, Burgess. I don't want it.
Roronoa Zoro. This is the ramping one, yeah?
Yeah, it's the ramp one. Yeah, this is sick. I mean, I love it. I love how Zoro arts always have this kind of swirling motion they try to capture within it because he has such a dynamic pose. The 3 swords tend to create a lot of motion to work with. People love Zoro. For all the ladies that are collecting like Zoros and binders for Zoro.
And all the men.
And all the men too, yeah. You too. But like, yeah, this is just another one to pick up now. So sorry, but you have to buy some PRB02. But yeah, this is sick. I'll give this like 8.5 out of 10.
His chest size is canonically bigger than Nami's.
Yeah, canonically.
Yeah, this is a solid 8 or 9 for me too. This is a great card. Again, like you said, I like the swirling motion. I like, again, the color coordination too. This keeps coming up for me, but I love when the purple cards just have all these different kind of shades of purple or complementary cards or complementary colors that go well with purple. And it's going to look so nice next to other purple black cards in purple black Luffy.
This pose is very reminiscent of, I don't know if you guys saw the 3-sword style Nami that Oda drew that one time.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of that. Tony Choppa, the Sanji version.
I mean, yeah, people definitely want an alt art of this because it's such a playable fork like blocker 2K. Like I think it's going to be a staple in red decks for a very, very, very long time. So it's good that there's an alt art for it. I love they've captured like Chopper's expression very well in Sanji. So I love this. I would give this like a 8.5 out of 10 as well. Art's great, expression is great, and yeah, it's a staple.
Yeah, I mean, I like this card. I'm gonna give it like just like a 5 or 6 out of 10. I think like there's just not that much going on with like the background. I do like I like Chopper's face here, but for me it's just my memory. I already can't keep track of all of these like Straw Hat Punk Hazard switches. And now that there's going to be a set of alt arts, like it's too much. I'm going to be calling it the wrong name. People are going to call judge on me.
Yeah, you use like Dr. Correja searcher and you're like, you grab this and like, no, you can't grab that, it's Sanji. No, it's actually Tony Chopper. I can grab it with Dr. Correja searcher.
Yeah, that's actually so true though. There's like a Sanji chopper, there's like a Frankie chopper, there's a regular chopper, and it's a lot. X Drake. I like the pose.
Ooh. Man, this one is sick. The smoke is really cool. I'm not seeing much of how the hollow is gonna work in terms of texturing, but even without that, the art is really nice. It really makes use of the full frame, so you get a lot of just X Drake in there. Yeah, and it's a playable 2K. I mean, I like it. But it's missing some texturing pieces, but I think the art composition is really great and the smoke is really cool. I give it like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I agree. Like solid 7. I want to see the foiling of it. But composition wise, it's really cool, right? Because you've kind of got like the 4 points going on, but there's that one point in the top left where like the blade comes, his knee is kind of angling that way, his head is angling in that direction, and it kind of draws your eye in like to his face and to that point on the card. So I think composition wise, this is really neat.
Yeah, you know what? It reminds me almost like of like the dynamicism in like Yu-Gi-Oh cards when there's a lot of like a really like extreme extreme pose, but yeah, kind of that dynamicism with weapons. Yeah.
Okay, this one is kick course. Bad Manners kick course.
Okay. I think this is cool because of the texture and the color and like the way even the impact frame on his kick. But I think that the original like manga art for this, like of like Sanji doing this kick on this alligator is so cool when he's like underneath it. You can see how much weight he's pushing. You don't really get that same feeling here because you can't see how much bigger the croc is compared to him. I still give this like a 6 out of 10, but I feel like I thought the original representation of him doing the Bad Magic Kick course on the croc was cooler because you can just see how massive this crocodile is that he's kicking.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't love this. I'm gonna give it like a 4. So I like you said, I like the impact frame. I love all these kind of like colors that are coming off of the impact. Like there's like the yellow at the top, and then these kind of like purple reddish hues in the bottom. But his leg is too long. Like it's too long. It doesn't look normal. Like compare his leg to the rest of his body. Like I get that they're going for the effect and all, but it's too long for me.
Yeah, I almost thought the alt art would be cool if they just made him small and the alligator take up most of the frame. So you're just like, what's going on? And you guys, oh no, it's like Sanji kicking up this massive alligator he's like tiny in the composition in comparison.
Yeah, it is a bit long, isn't it?
Long leg Sanji. That's not his name.
It's too long. That's what she said. 5-cost carrot. Wow.
This is an SP, right?
Oh, this is an SP. Yes.
Yeah, because I saw it because like the frame is broken, so I assumed it was an SP.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah, we said it, right? Carrot gets the nicest alt arts. Holy, this is sick. I love how they broke the frame in different ways too. And you can see the way her claw is cutting through on the left and right sides. Yeah, this is sick. Carrot's such a great card too, and just so many ways to use it in different decks and whatnot. I love it, honestly. This is like all the SPs I feel like from PRB are easily 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, this is just an incredibly nice card. Like 10 out of 10. Why does Carrot get all the like I want like a nice Frankie card, or like give me a nice Brook card, even Robin. Okay, this is a good card though. I'm sorry, Carrot fans. I'm sorry. Okay, I apologize.
10-cost Shanks. Oh, look at that gold foil.
Ooh, KO Shanks too. And this is okay. There was so much going on. I didn't realize an SP until I looked later, but this is an SP. A lot of gold in there, a lot of Shanks, a mixture of purple and red, very complimentary. Like I said, all SPs 10 out of 10, and it's the KO Shanks, and I think that's underrated, so I love it.
Okay, I'm gonna take a different approach here. I'm gonna give this like a 4. I'm tired. I'm tired of these like cool Shanks cards where everything's like hockey and like I want the SP Shanks to be him like when he's leaving Elbath and everyone's thanking him. Like I want like more of Shanks's other side than just always this cool hockey. So I'm getting tired of this. Like I want more of Shanks's personality coming through in the cards.
You're right. I changed my mind. This is also for today. You can't tell us apart from the other Shanks alt arts. I'll be honest. He's always like this, so you can't really tell him apart in a lot of the arts.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like his carefree side is a big part of what makes him this strong too. So I think let's like normalize that a bit more, you know?
Yeah.
And I think this is the last alt art we've got so far. My era begins. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, Blackbeard players are gonna love this. Gold text, the red is really cool. The purple on the card complements the black really well. Yeah, no, it's sick. Yeah. 6 out of 10 though, because I don't like Blackbeard.
Okay.
What? Okay, wow, we have to discuss this later.
8. I get it. 8. I'll put my saltiness aside.
How could you not like Black? Okay, first of all, we'll talk about this. But 10 out of 10.
Blackbeard's the leader when it's played against
I love
me.
Blackbeard.
I know.
As a huge fan of Blackbeard, I love this. This is great. For Blackbeard players, this is going to look so nice for those players who did invest in those 4 manga teaches. Like you can have your manga teaches. This card matches up next to that. It's so Blackbeard. this is exactly how I envision him. I love the pose. I love the kind of like the red on his face, like the bloodied face. Oh, it's great. 10 out of 10.
And just some gold dons here. Caesar Clown.
For all those Caesar Clown Copras still, you'll top 8. I know it. I believe in you. And you'll do it with this Don. 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, the best thing about Caesar is his laugh. So, I mean, this is fine.
I love the gas on the back. I don't know why. It's like so simple, but it's just fun to look at.
That's true.
Koby. This one's not obvious until you look at it, and then you see the glasses, the texture, and then the marine at the bottom right.
This felt like someone. Okay, I'm saying I don't like this. I felt like this was like someone's homework assignment to make a Koby Don, and they like submitted it like the night before. They're like, "Oh, I need to make a Koby Don." Same with the other Koby Don. They gotta do Koby some respect because the other Koby Don also like too subtle. Where I feel like they had a. I don't know. I feel like they couldn't figure out what made Koby, and so that they did this. I don't like it. I'll give it like a 4 out of 10. Yeah.
Same. Yeah. No, I don't know. I'm still like always a fan of just showing like other sides of the characters, and like I know that we're in like the Koby is cool phase, and he's got his cool leader, but like I just want like episode 1 romanced on Koby here, like just like like showing where he started and some sort of like a funny pose with him would have been exactly what I would have wanted from this guy.
Yeah. Like him sweeping, like him like brushing the.
Yeah.
Marco the Phoenix.
Ooh, damn. I think this is cool because like even it like from a perspective of anything about the series aside, if you like showed a Magic player or anyone this like they're just like, that's really cool. I mean, like the Phoenix, the blue of it, mixing the blue and the gold looks so good together. I give this like 9 out of 10 because I think. Just as an art piece, you could like frame this like without any knowledge of One Piece. It's already beautiful. Then you know Marco and the whole Phoenix thing, but yeah.
Yeah, certainly an 8 out of 10. I can imagine for our Marco players here, like having a set of these would just be so sick. Like it's just Marco's a really cool character. He's got such a cool devil fruit power, and so I feel like this showcases it so well.
Almost looks like a Pokemon.
Yeah, there's my Articuno. Ooh.
Wow. Okay, so this I believe is the UP Luffy version, yeah?
Snake Man with the snake there. Yeah, I really like it. It's minimalist, but there's little impacts of punches in the background you can see in the texturing. The red and black red, black, gold. These 3 colors just work really, really well together when you mix them like this. And I like that it uses the fact that the bottom of the Dawn is black. Like it fits well with that. So this whole thing just reads better because of that. So I give it like from a design perspective, like 9 because I think it's even though it's very simple. It does really well with how simple it is.
Yeah, I'm going to go with like a 7 here. I mean, I guess that's a snake that's biting. I'm just not a big fan of that actual part of the card. I don't know. It just doesn't fit with like how I imagine Luffy in Snake Man form for some reason. I'm not sure why though, but that's kind of bugging me a little bit. So that's taking me down to a 7.
Okay, looks like that brings us to the end of our alt arts.
Cool. It's news time for those of you following parts of like what tournaments you're playing and whatnot.
Toronto Regional's coming up.
Sign up for 401 Games Regional. Went up over the weekend. The first time it went up, it didn't go through, and they had to redo it because of just like a thing that they refund. So if you bought a ticket, make sure you do have the ticket, and it didn't get refunded, and you have to actually buy another one. If you didn't get in, join the waitlist as soon as possible. There should be spots opening up, I think, based on what happened at the last regional. So do check back and make sure to join the waitlist if you want to play in the Toronto 401 Regionals, where we may or may not be there. Who knows? We'll find out.
I saw just after, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the same day as the One Piece Symphony happening downtown that I got tickets for. But luckily that's happening at nighttime, so
Yeah.
should be able to make both. And we got One Piece Nationals happening in Dallas, Texas, at least the first season iteration on September 20th. Is that correct?
Yes, so if you have a Nats invite, you should have gotten something in your TCG Plus app that tells you that you can now apply for it and instructions for how to purchase your ticket for Nats. If you did not get into Nats via an invite, there is still an LCQ that requires you to go X2 in the LCQ, last chance qualifier, to get into Nats the following day. But yeah, it'll be held in Dallas, Texas on September 20th. So you can go check that out if you either have an invite or you don't have an invite and you'd like to earn an invite in Dallas, Texas before Nats. And I believe unlike last year, your Season 1 Nats invite does not roll over to Season 2. So if you don't use your Season 1 Nats invite for this season, it will not roll over. So if you have one, you should use it.
Yep. Keep that in mind. There were also a bunch of regionals that happened over this past weekend. A ton of really, really cool deck lists and like completely shifting metas. Patrick, you've got a lot of insight into this. You want to speak more on it?
Yeah, I mean, we really saw the rise of Belo Betty this weekend. We expected it. We know that the West loves to kind of play the deck that counters the top deck. But I don't know if anyone really expected Betty to just emerge so strongly the way that she has. So for the first part of the month, we had kind of a little bit more diversity. We had the rise of the black-purple Luffys coming out of nowhere, kind of taking over the meta. And it seems that things have settled with this past weekend. So looking at the Toronto regional, we had 6 Belo Betty in the top 32, and 3 of those Bettys making it into the top 4, with only 1 UP Luffy in top 8. So UP Luffy is the blue-purple that we thought of as kind of the big meta contender, and it just doesn't really seem to be breaking through and converting in the way you would expect. Also in Toulouse in France, for their kind of EU regionals, we also saw a Betty taking first. For the Sang Sang events in Mexico, we saw Betty taking first there as well, with GP in second. So we really didn't see UP Luffy rising up in the same way. And we saw really that this weekend was the rise of Belo Betty. And looking at her matchup stats, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. We just saw the stats come out from tcgmatchmaking.com today. And really, Betty has a good matchup into every single meta deck except Buggy. And especially if she goes second, her spread is really, really nice. It's only really like something like Bonnie that she's scared of. But into decks like all of the Luffys, her win rate is fantastic, 60%, 70%. And so it will be interesting to see how for the next kind of, we don't have any big competitive events coming up. So it will really just be people cooking for online events, locals, things like that, just kind of like these smaller tournaments. I'll be curious to see how the meta shifts, whether Betty just stays on top or we start to actually see counter picks for Betty coming in, a rise of like Bonnie, decks like that, to really kind of put Betty back in her place.
Thanks, Patrick. I feel like lore-wise, I appreciate that the Rev Army is starting to take over in all the different regions around the world.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
I was saying that at locals on Monday. I was like, gods, men, kings, before Belo Betty, all is equal. You still die.
Yeah.
All dies before Belo Betty.
I think you were mentioning how some people were calling for bans on Belo Betty now, right?
Whoa. Wait, say what?
Yeah.
Was it like cards like Karasu?
It was Karatsu. There's a I think it was a Twitter thread, but now it's on Reddit as well. It's kind of blown up. Everyone kind of debating the cards that they don't like, but we do see people coming after Karasu. I think it's interesting. My opinion is that Betty is actually like a symptom and not a cause. So she's a symptom of the rise of UP Luffy just being this deck that warps the meta around it. Even though it's not converting, it forces people onto decks like Betty. So I would be really sad to see the deck hit. I'd actually be sad to see Karasu hit as well. I think actually the card is quite balanced in the context of Belo Betty. It's just that the decks that keep her in check are not doing too well right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. I completely agree with that.
Yeah, plus like I feel like all the meta players that spent all this money on their Boncares and all this love, he's like, what do you mean I'm not the best deck in format for this like $50 deck is beating me? Ban it! I want to play my $500 deck and win. I'm kidding.
It's all relative. I was having this conversation over the past weekend, talking about just One Piece as a card game, and like my friends were like, "Oh, how expensive is it?" And I was like, "Well, the finals is literally happening right now." I was showing them on the phone, Betty versus Betty, and it's like these are $50 decks, which is wild, right?
Yeah. See, Belo Betty really is the revolutionaries deck. All god, kings, and men equal before Belo Betty a $50 deck.
Oh yeah. It's in the lore. And last up, we got some news about an Egghead starter deck coming out. I believe it's confirmed that it's a Luffy leader, and if it's a dual color, it's probably yellow. Do we have any other information?
We know it's a Luffy leader. We know it's Egghead centric. I don't know how many new cards are in it versus reprint cards. I don't think it's an ultimate deck, but I can double check now. So give me 1 minute to check that.
It does have the pack of 3 cards with like alt arts in it.
Oh.
I mean, I am curious, like if it is going to be a yellow deck, like that means it's going to have to exist within the framework of the existing Egghead support. And I'm wondering what kind of a leader they would design to go along with those cards. I mean, some of them are a bit more generic, but a lot of them are like really work well with Vegapunk and the style of Vegapunk, which is very different from every other deck in the game. So I'll be curious how they kind of manage to create a leader in that space, or if they like if it's confirmed, is it confirmed that it's yellow? Like, could they go with a different color or maybe a dual color splashing into yellow to grab some of those existing cards?
Oh yeah, so it's going to have that alt art pack in it, just like our past packs have had, like both the ST21 Luffy and the, what was the other one that had it? The black and white one. Oh, and just like the Ace Newgate starter deck. So it's one of those starter decks. So it will have an alt art pack in it, and there's no news on how many new cards it will be, but it probably will be the same number of new cards as the Ace Newgate one. Everything is speculation, right? Until we actually see the cards that are announced, but we can probably presume that there's like 4 new cards for Egghead, which means that this might be like subtle Vegapunk support too. But yeah, I don't have too many thoughts on this.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
It's like, what would they do? Maybe like a Gear 5 type Luffy in Egghead? I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder what specifically refers to Egghead typing, because he's not a scientist, so he can't use the scientist cards. They specifically...
Yeah, it does say Straw Hat Crew in Egghead outfits.
Oh yeah, so there are quite a few Straw Hat Egghead cards that we never fully saw like realized doing their effects because they don't get played very much in the Egghead package other than the Robin and the Frankie. So maybe this is trying to make more use of that. It is very hard. Like a lot of them are like life-saving triggers, so it could be that it's a Luffy that his crew will pop out and heal you whenever you hit him. Which is like, yeah, I'm protected by my crew. Would you want to swing at me and give me a Straw Hat board and also heal me a life?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Or maybe it's a Luffy that once he goes down to 0 life, he goes G5.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool too. Oh, give me Black Yellow Luffy back. We didn't deserve our treatment. We didn't deserve. No, I'm kidding. We did. 100%. I think the only other thing is for those who are paying attention to it, your stores local maybe hosting your pirate parties or your pirate crew battles, which I don't think we've had too much more information from Bandai yet about. But the pirate crew battle is basically like a 10-on-10 where your store will elect a crew or 3 captains in a crew of 7 to compete in a store versus store battle. I'm not sure how any of the logistics of it is going to work. It sounds sick and so much fun. But then each store now needs to go through the process of electing their pirate crew. I believe some stores have said that they are doing the process in July or early August. So despite there being no competitive events, there should be really fun community-driven events this month. But ask your store about it, and they may have more details because I know that the details are still very hazy. But it sounds so much fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Join your local pirate ship and just start sailing. Well, that brings us to the end of this episode. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Life is just so much fun when you're a One Piece fan. There's just so much happening. It's like the golden age of One Piece right now. But we'll see you next time.
See you.
Take care.